I have 3 simple steps for easy cleanup that I thought I would share with you. Now, these are steps that I personally do in my kitchen almost always. I'm not 100%. I don't think any of us are. But another thing, I don't have little kids I'm chasing in the morning. I don't have to get anybody out the door. I don't have to run out the door, go to school, go to work. I don't have any of that. We're empty nesters here. So I can make this work for me. So I just thought I would share my easy tips with you, and then, maybe you can take something out of it. Maybe not. I mean, this is just what I do. Anyway, my number one first thing that I like to do is I like to start my day every day clean. What I mean by that is when I go to bed at night, I make sure that my kitchen is cleaned. The dishes are clean. They're either, I set the dishwasher and I run the dishwasher at night when I go to bed. Clean the countertops. There's no leftovers sitting out. Everything is put away where it's supposed to be most of the time. Anyway, so when I get up in the morning and I'm making my tea, because I don't drink coffee, so when I'm making my tea, now I'm emptying my dishwasher and I'm putting all that stuff away. So that leaves me a clean area to start my day with. So whether I'm going to bake, whether I'm going to just dive in and cook, whether I'm not going to cook till later, it's clean when I get started. Either way, it's clean when I get started. Number 2, I clean as I go. So I clean if I have a dirty bowl, I'll stick it in the sink, rinse it out, put it in the dishwasher. If it doesn't go in the dishwasher, that's no problem. I'll either wash it by hand or I'll fill up the bowl and use that for my soapy water. And then, or maybe I'll rinse it out and I'll put it in the dishwasher. And then when I go to do the dishes, I'll pull it out and I'll take care of it then. But sometimes I don't have like a huge workspace. So I have to clear space for me when I'm working. So that's just one of the things that I like to do is I clean as I go. It just makes my life easier. I'll wipe down the surfaces. If I dirty a knife, I'm probably going to have to wash my hands anyway, so I may as well wash the knife, put it on the drying rack or on the mat, wherever. And then, so it's done. And if you need it again, then it's ready for you. All right. Number 3 is if you want easy cleanup, use tools that are easy to clean up. Okay. So what I mean by that is use your nonstick. We've got a great nonstick line. Nothing sticks to it. Use the nonstick cookware, or let's say you're going to bake something in the oven. Say you're going to make a sheet pan meal. Our stones, all you have to do is when you're done with them, put them under hot water, take the scraper that comes with it, scrape it down, rinse it off really good. And if you have something that's on there a little harder and you can't get it off with the scraper, keep putting the hot water on it and take like one of them scrub daddies or something like that to get it off. Rinse it off real good, dry it down, pop it in your oven. I store my stones in the oven anyway, so I like to just dry it off, put it in the oven. And if it's a little wetter than I want it, I might turn the oven on just to warm it up for a few minutes and then put it in there, and then that heat will just evaporate it. Don't leave the oven on. But if you do bake in the oven, then you have that leftover heat. At least in my oven, I've got that leftover heat all the time. So anyway, use things that clean up easy. I don't know. Those are just some things that I like to do. And here's a bonus tip for you. I like to just use minimal tools. And that's why, like I mentioned the knife. I use the knife, I'll wash it off, and I'll use that same knife again if I can. I can't always. Sometimes we cook big meals for big people, but for every day, I'll use the same bowl. I'll wash it out and I'll use it again. Or, I try to just minimize the amount of dishes and the amount of tools and everything that I am using. Anyway, I just wanted to share just a few of my tips that I like to do when I'm in my kitchen. All right, share with us what your tips are. Put in the comments some tips that you could would like to share. I'd love to hear other tips. I would love it. Just share what you do in the kitchen. All right, thanks guys.